Hey everyone, it's Miami Life and Fitness. Welcome to my channel. Hit the like button, subscribe, and comment as you are watching the video. Before you forget, do it now. Don't be selfish. Hit that button. Smash. So this channel is sponsored by me. If you want to get in contact with me for food, training, and supplement advice, and any other questions that you have, or just advice in general about life or about food, or about how the hell you're training, miamilifeandfitness@gmail.com. So today's video, we're going to be talking about why are you fat? Why are you fat? Well, it's just because you're stuffing your face with fat. Okay, listen. Some people, like to be told and like to be talked to at, a very, how should you say it, more of a not so offensive and not in your face. At the end of the day, listen, if you talked about somebody, oh, you're not just a little bit big, you're big. No, I'm just not fat. You're just a little bit fat. You're not that fat. You only gained a few pounds. You don't look that bad. All you gotta do is lose a couple pounds. No, you are fat. If a person's fat, you gotta say they're fat. I haven't seen you in a year. How did you gain 50 pounds? What happened? You can't just sugarcoat shit. People need to be told the reality. And if you can't handle it and you can't be real with yourself, then you're never going to reach your goal. You're going to be a failure. You're going to become toxic. You're going to become cowardly. And what I'm trying to get at is everything revolves around a mental status. Our mind controls everything. It is the most important muscle in our body, and our mind controls everything. Everything is psychological. And once learning how to eat is not just learning how to eat, it's actually changing your lifestyle and changing your habits and changing your mind, changing the way that you think and changing the way that you do things on a daily basis, so that now you can restructure your habit, retweak and regroup your habits, so you can form healthier habits, so that you can learn how to eat, learn how to train, and learn how to do everything else. But everything in life is psychological, and food is very psychological. Some people when they get depressed, they eat. And some people, when they have anxiety and when they're nervous or scared, they eat. So it can be either extreme. It can be when you're nervous, you starve yourself, or when you're depressed, you starve yourself. When you have anxiety, you starve yourself, or you're depressed and you don't eat, or you're depressed and you eat. So if somebody tells you you're fat, don't get offended, because 9 times out of 10 you are fat. I'm not going to say, oh, you just gained a little bit of weight and all you have to lose is 20, 30 pounds. No, you are fat, because at this point you are going to get into a lot of health risks, and you're going to be at risk of many illnesses and diseases that is basically just going to kill you at the end of the day. It may not be in a year, but it's going to shorten your life. It most definitely will shorten your life. So everything is based on a mental status. And why is it meant on a mental status? Well, if you can't reach your goal and you can't structure a plan to reach your goal, or you can't ask somebody for advice, or you can't ask for help, then this is just a weak-minded person. A weak-minded person cannot wrap their head around doing something correctly. A weak-minded person cannot wrap their head around reaching their goal. And a weak-minded person is always going to make excuses about why they didn't reach your goal. It's not just about weight loss, it's about everything in life. So once you get into the psychological aspect of it, and first of all, be real with yourself and tell yourself, I'm fat. How did I get here? What do I have to do? And restructure your brain as to, what do I have to do now? What do I have to do to actually get to my goal? And once you take that training goal and the eating goal, and you actually start thinking more clearly, because now your brain has food, your brain has its nutrients, and you can actually start training your body into feeling better, because you're eating better, which is you're going to sleep better, your hormones are going to get more regulated. And if you haven't had labs done, then you may want to get a hormonal panel done, so you can actually check your hormones, and if they need to be restored and rebalanced, and you can do so through hormonal or testosterone replacement therapy, or hormonal replacement therapy, whichever one sounds sexier to you. But we have to wrap our head around the reality. If you want to reach your goal, you cannot get mad at what somebody says on what it's going to take for you to get there. If you talk to me and I tell you that it's going to take you more than 2 years to get to your goal, then you know what? You can't get mad at me. It's reality. How long did it take for you to get that fat? How long did it take for you to get that out of shape? And how long did it take for you to get that big? Okay, it's not going to take a month or two to fix. If it took you 2 years to get there, it may take you 3 years to get back to where you once were or where you actually want to be today. That's the bottom line. And you need to wrap your head around that. But you first need to admit what's wrong. You can't give up. You need to focus, and you need to restructure and regroup your mental state and change your way of thinking and how you do things on a daily basis. Once you do that, you can actually have a target and have a goal and actually execute that goal. But it needs to start here. It needs to start with your brain. It needs to start with your thinking. It needs to start with the way that you need to reprogram and retweak your brain and redo your habits. Redo your habits. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have a whole new gang of habits, and you're going to have all this new structure and this new way about getting to your goal and restructuring your life from the moment you wake up in the morning, and everything from there is going to have a positive effect. But everything wraps around your mental state. And I think this is very important because, we go to the gym for our body, but what do we do for our brain? What do we do for our brain? In reality, most of us really don't do anything, and we're just more stressed because we make life more complicated when it really shouldn't be complicated, and actually life isn't complicated at all. I just want to give a positive outlook and a positive and a motivational video about how important the psyche is, how important the mind is, and how important it is to have positive psychological thoughts, because that will program you into how you will perform every day and throughout your life and for the future. And that includes your fitness goals, and that includes your fitness goals. So that's it. Like, share, subscribe. If you have a comment, please leave it now. Don't be selfish. I see you texting people all day, sending WhatsApp, sending memes, sending emojis, forwarding all these stupid videos from all these stupid social media platforms. You should take mine and include it for Miami Life and Fitness. Copy, share my link, and start sending it out to everybody instead of all that other stupid junk you're getting from, I don't want to name all those other stupid platforms, but share my videos too. MiamiLifeandFitness@gmail.com, or check out my website at www.miamilifeandfitness.com. Everyone have a great weekend, and we will see you soon.